Aloha and welcome to Moana Anela's Divine Love Readings for the month of March. And welcome fire signs. This is the general portion for the fire signs, and then we're going to get into the each individual sign. Hopefully I can put it all together, so there'll be the links below with timestamps or links below with the individual signs if I can't put it together, but I'm hoping to be able to put it together. All right, so we're gonna get started. I put the intro so you can see the intro, but if you're already familiar with my reads, then you can skip over the intro. So I put that separately so we can get right into the general portion of the reads for fire sign. So of course I incorporate my monthly collective energies and that I do using the Mayan. I base it around the Mayan Oracle cards, the star glyph, and this month for March we got Mr. Ebb. He's our star glyph star for the month. Our special guest for the month of March is Ebb, and Ebb, he represents the Mayan. He represents broom and straw, basically the golden abundance, that harvesting of all our hard labor, and he represents that. So he also represents broom because broom is, back in the day is made from straw, and some of it still is. So with him representing broom, what that also means is that also that that clearing out that we just came. Through, that clearing out of energies and cleaning the slate and getting rid of old things that are not serving us anymore, and now we're stepping into the abundance. He is he resonates with the divine number 12. 12 is a number of completion. It's also a major completion of cycles. 12 months of the year is a year. So yeah, coming out of that major completion, getting rid of old stuff and stepping into new. And so for the Isis Oracle cards, we have Soul Retrieval and the Wings of Isis. These cards are so beautiful. I love them. And this is so suiting for you, fire sign. What I'm getting is yeah, really, I'm getting a lot of excitement for you, for all overall fire signs. You're stepping back into your being. You're excited to do that. You kind of like found yourself just recently, in the past, coming out of doing a lot of things for other people or doing other people's ways, and it's like, oh, I need to get back to myself, and now you're coming back to yourself. So I'm getting a lot of excitement for you in this, a lot of like, woo, this perseverance here. Kaukahi is the general overall energy in the Aloha Love Hawaiian intentions card is our intentions Kaukahi, and that's perseverance, standing alone. So again, you're excited to do that, fire sign. You started to get back to yourself and like, hey, yeah, you have this feeling like, I'm going to take over the world. So again, and then stepping, into that boldness, you're assured of yourself and you're really confident and you're really feeling that. And that is really great. You're a fire sign and you have the right kind of fire feeding into this fire. And it's not going to be the kind that turns into an internal flame and then, blows up in smoke. It's actually the kind that's going to like burn for a while. Now, really important, I'm going to just mention real quick, coming into this energy, we're also coming into Aries season in about a week or two, and we're coming out of I almost said retrograde again. I keep saying that retrograde. I made retrograde up. It just kind of came up, and it's Mercury retrograde in one word, retrograde. So that's my new Mercury retrograde, word is retrograde. So we're coming out of Mercury retrograde on the 10th, and I'm getting all this new, really the new year for you is really going to start then. And so we want to really, it's really great that you are stepping back into who you are, and that's again solar plexus chakra is the yellow coming through here, and it's really good that you're stepping back into yourself because you're really going to want to be assured as to what you want moving forward, because what we set the pace today moving forward is going, where we plant our seeds today is going to be what's going to set the tone for a while. All right, so for fire signs, we're going to start. I'm also making another connection, another link that's going to explain. I do a Hawaiian spread of the middle, higher and lower selves, and then hidden and energies and energies that we are being aware of, that we need to pay more attention to, or maybe take a different perspective of. This is a Hawaiian spread, and I just have another link so I don't cut into this reading here and take up all this time explaining. And because if you already know, then you don't need to hear that over and over. So I'm going to be sending another link. So we're going to start with the energies right at the heart of the reading, right at the center. This is us manifested. There you are, fire signs. You are the king of air, okay? King of swords. So again, I'm really getting a lot of this assuredness, a lot of this confidence. The king of swords, he is very confident. You're a fire sign, air, but you're finding that fire. Again, I mentioned that real positive fire that's going to burn for a long time. And that's wisdom. That's Gnostic. In the esoteric terms, that's your Gnostic knowing, your inner wisdom. So you're really connecting not just with who you are, but you're connecting with your higher self already here on earth right now. You're really starting to connect with that, and you're really becoming this mature king of air. Fire signs. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, so fire signs, you're really connecting with your higher wisdom and your divine self. That's awesome. And wow, a lot of power to you. Here we got the Emperor. In this deck, I love the fact that they depict the Emperor as the Leo, the lion. A little bit of fire and air. The lion, right? He can represent, he's what represents in the Sun card, that Leo energy. He's also represented in the Strength card. And of course we got a lot of strength. So here we go. Emperor, boldness, assuredness, confidence. That's you. You're really feeling strong. Now, what's happening is this is really becoming attractive. You're becoming really attractive because of all this confidence and assuredness in yourself, and that's projecting out in your love life. Now, I'm getting the energy, overall energy I'm getting is for a lot of the singles out there. But for those of you in relationships, I'm getting everything is elevating to a whole new level. And it's kind of because of you, fire sign. Whether it's Leo, here's Leo. Whether it's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, I'm kind of getting at you. You are actually elevating the people around you. And it's because of this kind of like passion in your own confidence, assuredness, and boldness. And you're actually elevating the people around you, even whether it's your significant other or whether it's just, you know, people that are around you that are attracted to you. If you're stepping into a new relationship, you're elevating these people. And I'm getting a lot of people are loving you right now. Even though this love reading, I mean, this is an overall love, a platonic love. Like a lot of people are loving you. You're going to find a lot of people are going to be attracting to you for different reasons, even though this is the love reading, but you are also going to get that too if you're looking. If not, you're going to see a gained sense of respect and a higher rapport with your significant others for those who are in relationships. So at the base of the reading, we are getting to 8 of air. So this what I'm getting, because sometimes too this position, the lower self, can also represent things of the past. So what I'm getting is you, and this is why you're feeling so confident and so great, fire signs, is that what I'm getting is that you just finished coming out of a place where you kind of felt like you were stuck, things were not moving, you're really burning the candle at both ends and really working hard. You put a lot of hard work and effort, and now you're finally starting to see, it's like all of a sudden like an opening has come forward, and you're starting to see yourself move out of that, and that's awesome. But you're also seeing that, hey, I wasn't stuck. You're actually giving this credit now. You're giving this credit. Hey, I wasn't stuck. I actually was doing, even though I was blinded to the effects of the things that I was doing and how the ramifications of those results of what I was doing, even though I couldn't see what that was contributing to for my higher good and in stepping into the future, you know, now I see it. So even though you couldn't see it It's like things were still growing. Things were still happening, even though you didn't feel it, even though you didn't see it. But now you see it. So this is exciting. And this is also coming through to your love life, because it's really all connected. And then we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands. So in this case, I like how she's at peace. So Five of Wands is, you know, often like a bit of that defense card. But what I'm getting for you, fire signs, overall general energies for fire signs, is that, again, this is not so much the energy of defense. It's the energy of just wickedly standing in your power. Like you are, I have to say, I haven't done some of the other elements yet, but I have to say I'm getting the feeling like you more than others, and this is why you're lifting people up around you, fire signs. This is why people are attracting to you, is because you are wickedly standing in your power. And that's what I'm getting. You are wickedly standing above. You have already overcome. You have already surpassed the point of where you had to defend yourself and say, hey, this is me. You are already standing individually. It's really, really exciting. You are unique, and you know that, and you're proud of it, and you're standing, and not only are you just standing, but you are also glowing. You're also glowing like the sun. You're glowing like the sunlight. Like the sun, he stands alone. And that's the energy. The energy is just standing alone, but through perseverance. And in the Kaukahi in the Hawaiian intentions oracle card, perseverance actually stands for that persevering beyond this physical world, beyond my physical being, persevering beyond. In other words, going beyond, and you've gone beyond. That's why you have both, like the King of Air, the wisest one of the even though, I mean, in some cases he can be cold, but in this case it's really him being the real wise, mature one. And in crossing that, you have the Emperor. And this is why you have that energy, is because you have gone beyond your physical self here on earth, and you really tapped into your higher self, and you're connecting that. And that's connecting right to your heart center, your heart chakra, and it's really you standing alone, and that is what's bringing the right people around you in a powerful way, whether that's in love and romance, even though it's love reading, but so that is so true forth. And when we get into individual sign, we'll kind of clarify that some more, as specifically more in your love life. But I'm getting so much, this is about you. And that is what's attracting people around you, because you are elevating people around you, because you are elevating yourself. And here's the Seven of Air. So Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a very interesting card. And seven also means, you know, seven is temporary. So there was a temporary moment where you felt like, you know, the world itself, because I really feel you fire signs are working on a ground zero level, not just at a simple level. That's why this love reading is really expanding greater than just you and a partner, even though that is also going to be affected. And you are also elevating your partner for those who are in relationships, and for those who are single, you're elevating people around you, that when you meet the right person, it'll be the right one, and they'll be equivalently mature. So with the Seven of Swords, Seven of Air energy, Seven of Swords, I'm really getting, you know, actually a peaceful moment, because you kind of recently came out of, you know, a moment of where you felt, you know, like people were working against you. And that's why I guess we also had that was it the Five of Wands? We had a Five of Wands energy. Why did I see yes, we had the Five of Wands, the Five of Fire. That's why we had this energy also coming out, because there was a moment where you did feel you had to defend yourself. You felt like, you know, maybe there was some backstabbing, and maybe there was some kind of wrongful communication. But now you're kind of gone beyond that, and it's like everything is like, see how she's sitting on a cloud. It looks like a cloud to me, a fancy cloud. Anyway, she's sitting on a cloud, and it looks like she's above all that. She's up there with the birds. Again, that Gnostic, higher spiritual wisdom, that universal wisdom. And she's at peace. So you really risen yourself above all that. And you're like, yeah, I just don't have time for it no more, because I am in my, you're not stepping into your power, fire sign. You are in your power. You are the Emperor. You are the Leo. And that's awesome. And you're feeling like these conflicts are now, and also this is communication. And it's, interesting that we are in that Mercury retrograde, which affects communication. But it's like you're actually not, it doesn't feel like you're being impacted so much about when it comes to communication. Maybe in the previous 2 weeks before this reading, in the beginning of the Mercury retrograde, I think all of us were impacted. It was pretty strong. But I think now coming out of into the last week, coming out of Mercury retrograde, which we come out of that March the 10th, but it's pretty much into the last week. Coming out of that, I think this last week things are going to be lightened up, and you're going to feel like you're going to see, oh, now things are clear. Now I got clarity. Communication is running smooth, but that's because you are clear in yourself. You're clear in your own communication. So if you've been trying to reach out to a significant other, those communications are going to come clear now. And then highlighting energy is the Hierophant. Wow. So we got powerful energies. Again, it's a 5. There's this major change coming through. Also, the Hierophant represents higher, well, it can represent higher learning. But in this case, it's about, for me, what I'm receiving from Spirit for this reading is this higher, is like this higher commitment, this higher learning, stepping up into a whole higher institution of spirituality, esoterics, and this is coming forth into your love life. So you're seeing now that the relationships that are around you, and there's a lot of love, but these are the right people. These are the people that are meant to be in your life, and for those in a relationship, or those stepping into the relationship, that significant other is going to be somebody is now you're seeing as this person is a part of my life for a reason, and they're part of my life to share with me this growth into a greater purpose. My purpose, what I'm here on earth. And this is what this Wings of Isis is also all about. Uniting with the angelic self. Okay, same thing with Kaukahi. Same thing. Perseverance is about, you being able to stand alone because you have united with your higher self, with the spiritual, with spirit, with the divine energies, with the divine creator. And again, so we have that energy coming out twice, and this, you have accomplished this, right? Wings. United with that higher being, and that's this Hierophant. So there's definitely a marriage. It could be a marriage. I know there's a love reading, but I'm also seeing like a marriage within yourself, because you're committed. Now you've committed to your higher purpose, and how that means to you in love, Sagittarius, or sorry, I don't know why I keep getting Sagittarius. Well, Hierophant is actually Taurus, but anyways, fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries is for all fire signs. How that means for you is that your love life is basically going to be an intertwined marriage between you, your significant other, and divine spirit, divine creator, divine universal energies. Your purpose, what you're here, your greater purpose here on earth. And that's because you're elevating, and you're elevating the people around you, and that's why you're finding there's going to be a lot of people attracted to you in the next month, definitely starting in the month of March. And I'm getting a lot of these energies are going to begin March 10th when we come out of Mercury retrograde. My word, retrograde. And so this is a clarifying card from the Enchanted Maps, and we have unexpected visitors, and we have the number 5. Again, another number 5. So what's really exciting too, and I think you're feeling is a lot of change coming on. We have a few 5s. We have 5 of fire, and fire of all things. We have Hierophant is number 5, and And then now we have the unexpected. So with this change, there's going to be a lot of unexpected things, unexpected people showing up in your life, unexpected people with proposals, proposals in love, proposals, but I'm getting a proposal also in your passion that is going to bring you that greater love in your life. And again, in partnerships, maybe there could be some endings in some relationships, but that's only because there's these new beginnings that have to come in and have to happen. So, but no matter what, there's going to be a change in everything, whether you're together with a partner already, or whether you're single and stepping into a partnership, or single stepping into a committed project, or a committed business proposal, or project with somebody, an entity. But it's all about your passion, fire signs. It's all about your passion, and you're stepping into that higher level of a purpose. And that's exciting, because that's going to bring that person that is going to continue to work with you. So your relationship's now coming into love relationship is going to be of a greater purpose, even though you're going to have lots of fun. All right, that is awesome. That's what I have for the general portion. And then just look for your sign. We're going to go into each individual sign and clarify the general reading for each individual sign. Thank you, fire sign. Look forward to seeing you over there on your sign. Aloha. Aloha, Aries. How are you? Great. Thank you for joining me. I'm Moana Anela, the Hawaiian Gypsy, here to do your Moana Anela's Divine Monthly Reading for the month of March. Okay, let's see what we have for Aries. So far, from the general spread for fire signs, we have a lot of exciting energies for you guys. Aries, I really feel a lot of hardship from you guys. From really feeling a lot of hardship from you guys. Coming through the reading, and that I'm getting more from your life, things going on in your life, but it could also be in a way of love through family and friends. So a lot of hardship, a lot of closures, possibly a lot of death. But what I'm getting for you, Aries, is that that also has an impact in your love life. So almost like as if you were not able to focus on love in life for you right now, or until now, because of a lot of things going on in the other aspects of life. Family and that can have a real high impact. Okay, so we got the cards out there, and I'm going to go through them. But at the bottom of the card, I like to start with Two of Pentacles. So this is kind of perfect to what I was feeling for you for your love life. So yeah, going back to like not being able to connect with that aspect of your life. And now again, this is general read. It's not going to resonate with everybody. So just for those who it resonates, it may resonate with some, may not resonate with many. But for those that I'm getting this message for, is that yeah, a lot of things going on, not able to connect, and now you're kind of feeling that that aspect of your life has kind of like dimmed down. The light has dimmed down on that aspect, and now so this other aspect in your life is kind of like the spotlight has turned from the aspect of, I guess, if you want to say a little bit of the drama in your life, but all this little bit of hardship that you just kind of went through, to now like coming back to, oh, now I can focus on me, and it's time to focus on you. Standing alone is this perseverance, Kaukahi, and it's perseverance, and again for you, Aries, perseverance through what you just been through. And so now perseverance is like, okay, now I can come back to myself, and what are my needs? So now you're starting to be able to focus back on you and say, what are my needs? Coming back to love for myself, coming back to love, to nurturing myself, nurturing, all that kind of good stuff. Now, what do I need? And, and because there's a love reading, so in the aspects in love, it's like, wow, am I wanting love? Am I looking at love right now? So some of you in a relationship now, maybe that took a toll on your relationship, but now it's like, okay, now I can come back to my partner and start, building on my relationship with my beautiful partner moving forward. Maybe some of you had to end some relationships. Okay. And so that's what's coming through. So, and so this Two of Coins, Two of Pentacles, is balancing that, balancing your life and your love life. And that's all coming back to the main denominator, which is you, my needs. And that's important. That's important there, Aries, for you. So, and it's also a good time because we're starting, basically the new year starts in Aries. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. We're coming out of Mercury retrograde. And that happens on the 10th. And I really feel that actually this whole new beginning, finally, all that is over with. I can move forward. I really feel that's going to start happening on the 10th. And that's kind of like across the board for everybody. So especially including you, Aries, you're ending this whole chapter. We got Ebb, he's abundance. He's that, kind of like that golden, that golden energy, the corn, the fruitfulness, the abundance, richness. He represents that. He's the grass. And when in farming and back then, especially for the Mayans, they were master farmers. That was like everything. That was richness for them. And so that is the energy is coming through as you are stepping into now richness. And actually the good thing for you, Aries, is instead of beating yourself up, which I don't know why I'm getting that energy, you may have been beating yourself up recently. That's again not going to resonate with everybody, but for some of you who've been beating yourselves up, you're starting to see, oh, I'm actually tired of beating myself up. I am just going to enjoy my life. And you're stepping into it, and that's so phenomenal, and that's so fantastic, and good for you, and that's awesome. And that's that standing alone. That's not meaning being alone. That's standing in your power. That's standing in who you are no matter what. You don't care what people think about you anymore. You don't care, how it's going to implement somebody else. And I mean that in a positive sense, okay? Because we know you're not going to be out to hurt anybody. Your heart is not like that. Your heart is caring, it's loving, and you want the best. But it's about now, I need to focus on me, and that's what we're talking about. Okay, I picked up the card. Right, okay. Just trying to see how I pick up the cards here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so King of Coins, such good energy for you. Again, what I was talking about that nurturing yourself. Okay, Earth energy. So again, nurturing yourself. It's a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. So maybe, right, slowing. And I feel you're already doing this, Aries. I almost said Capricorn. I have a lot of Capricorn energy. And I already feeling you're doing this. Aries, that you are slowing things in your life down. And that may include your love life. Like you're starting to get ready to look in that aspect, or if you're with somebody, you're starting to get ready to start paying attention, putting that effort and attention back into your relationship. If for those who are coupled, and for those who are single, you may be starting to look like, hey, you know what? I might want to go out this weekend and have fun. And so crossing energy is this Ace of Swords. So this is beautiful. Slowing down, nurturing yourself. He is the king. He's the king. He knows how to take care of himself. And so you're coming back to that. And so this whole, all of a sudden this clarity is coming through. I'm not necessarily sensing a need of truthness for you. You already know what's going on around. Things have been very clear. They may have not been the best scenarios up until this point or in recent past, but there's been a lot, maybe possibly some confusion and a lot of things. So I'm getting clarity. And also, see how the birds are flying? So I'm getting clarity in a way of also all these old stuff, all this turbulence. The word turbulence is coming to me, all this turbulence. And I guess, with the birds flying, turbulence and all that has happened in your life just recently up until now is clearing way. The clouds are clearing. See, the clouds are clearing. The sun is shining through. You're getting not just clarity in situations, but you're getting clarity in your life. You're starting to feel that freedom. You're starting to feel that relief. The burdens are being lifted. The obstacles are kind of being moved away like that. They're being moved away like that. And so things are being moved out of your way so you can walk through. You can walk onto your path now. This is a new beginning. And it's really important that you nurture yourself. The King of Coins is really important. Knowing what you want. Knowing what you need. Because the main theme that's coming through for everyone is you want to know now what you need for yourself, for your higher good. And what you want, what's your passion, is because moving forward, where you set your seats now is kind of going to set the tone for a while. So that's really, really important for you, Aries. And then, so on the lower self base of everything, we have the Knight of Cups. So that's beautiful. And I'm getting, you know, the Knight of Cups, he's the emotional. He's the one that's of emotions. He does things, you know, through love. You know, it's a passion, but he does things through passion, but it's through an emotional, passionate love. More on the water side, more on the love side. That compassion. That's the word that's been wanting to come through. So, because I'm getting this is more from you to you, if you know what I mean. So this is your compassion coming back. Your compassion is starting to come back. We may have lost it a little bit because it's, you know, there may have been a lot of, I don't know why I'm getting a lot of drama up to now, but you're really starting to feel that freedom, Aries, which is really good. Your fire is starting to, you know, that little flame is starting to rekindle and grow. And that's a beautiful thing. We got the soul retrieval, and I feel like this is where you're coming at. You're really starting to reconnect with that soul, but on a deeper level. And so with that, you're stepping into your power, solar plexus chakra. This is yellow chakra, solar plexus. So with that, stepping into your power, stepping into your who you are, your independence. That's what standing alone really is that independence. And you're starting to have this confidence is coming back to you. Or I mean, you had confidence, but it kind of dwindled a little bit. But now it's coming back nice and strong. You're this clarity here, this Ace of Swords. Things being cleared out of your life. You're starting to have assuredness and boldness. And now in love, you know where you're going to want to begin to step forward in love. And that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. Because that's what's going to be reflected. And then here's the Four of Cups. So it's funny because this energy came through Pisces reading, and it's Four of Cups. So in love, it's like up until now you've had like probably opportunities, probably some offers, or you know, people coming to you wanting to, you know, connect with you on a romantic level, but you just haven't seen, in your case I'm seeing you just haven't felt like they were not the one. See, the cups are still standing. They're not fallen. They're not broken. They're still standing. And now he's looking at. So you are looking for the one in your life. So that's interesting. So for those who are single, this is a great thing for you in love right now. Because it is about your needs. It is about what you want. And you are actually not going to accept. You have learned now not to accept anything less than what you are looking for. And you know what you're looking for now. Maybe not, you know, the whole 110%, but at least you know some of the qualities that you're looking for. And that's again, this clarity in love is coming through for you. This clarity in love is coming through. So you really know what you're looking for, and it's going to come. But the nice thing is going to come from the divine. There's a divine counterpart, and it's going to come through, because now you're also you're ready. You're ready for this love to come through, and it's coming. So that's really exciting for you, and that's great. You're not going to settle for anything less, and you learned that. I think that was the big lesson for you, Aries. I think that's just what you came out as, like, heck, I don't want that again. I know I'm not going to settle for anything less than what I deserve. And that is awesome. That's that assuredness. That's that boldness. That's that confidence. Standing in your independence. I know what I need, and I'm not going to accept anything else but what I need, or what I want, what I deserve. And there's the justice. So this is the this is in the position of the energies that are kind of working in our favor that we may not be aware of, and Spirit wants to bring it forth. And this is justice. Justice is happening for you. So this is wonderful, and this is why you're feeling so confident, because Spirit is also saying, yes, we're behind you, and look, we got the balance. This is the balance for you, Aries. What you've been through, now there's going to be justice. And I'm looking at the card, the Moonology card that came through is your hard work is paying off, right? And that's a new moon in Capricorn. That was the Moonology card that was pulled for the month of March. And what I'm getting for you though, Aries, is this was like that soul retrieval hard work, where we go and we walk that dark night of the soul, where it's painful beyond painful. And you've been through that. You've been through that. You walked there, you swam it, you ate it, you breathed it, you slept it. Dark night of the soul for a while, and it's like now we have this clearing. Is this clearing? And that's the hard work I'm getting, that the Moonology card is coming forth for you. Is that hard work of that dark night of the soul, that those lessons in life of the soul for you, Aries. Learning who you are, what you're here for, and the things that are not fitting for you, the things that are not serving for you, and you're not going to settle for anything less. So that's really super exciting. And I just looked at the time, 15:15. So 15:15, 15 is a 6. So that's that balance. There's the balance. There's the reciprocity. But for you, sweetie, Aries, the reciprocity is coming from, the balance of the universe. You did that deep dive, tough work within. And now it's time to be flourished and blessed in abundance from the universe. Star glyphs are the Mayan oracles, of the universe. They represent universal energies. And then the energies that you may be seeing is strength. And that is a strength card. So basically you are feeling that strength needed to, moving forward into this new energies, into this new cycle, into this new era in your life. Maybe a little bit of strength in love, opening up. But basically, with this Justice card, I'm seeing, what Spirit wants you to see is that, yes, you got this. You got the cat in the bag. And so there's a cat. You got a big cat in the bag. So you have nothing to worry about. Aries, Justice is got your back. And things are going to be moving forward. And yes, what I'm also seeing sometimes, strength can be in our faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your ability. Have faith in who you are. And have faith that it's a turning point for you now. Things are going to move forward, and they're going to move forward in abundance. So some clarifying cards from the Good Tarot deck that came forward out for you, Aries, was basically, one was the Magician. And that is basically, yes, by being who you are manifesting. Everything has got your back. And you are also being given the tools to manifest whatever it is you need. Remember? So that was all about what you need, Aries. Exactly. And then moving, not settling for anything left. And then we have the Messenger of Fire. Messenger of Fire is basically the Knight of Wands. Okay, so having that passion to move forward, and also having that passion and to do what is needed to, using, again, for the magician, all the tools you need, the boldness, the assuredness, the confidence, that, kakahi, the perseverance, the strength and persevering to move forward in your passion, right? What it is you need for your highest good. Now, what I'm getting with the Eight of Pentacles here for you, Aries, and you got this card right behind it, Ten of Water, which is 10 of Cups. So that's that grand, and for you it's a beginning. it's you know, you've reached a point now where you're stepping into your own happiness, because you're stepping into your own abundance. You're stepping into that abundance of love. You're starting to feel now that universe giving you the support that you need. And this is basically, you know, what I'm getting from this, you know, usually the Eight of Earth is the Eight of Pentacles, which is that hard work. But in your case, that's going through, for me, that is like, you know, basically going through, you know, all the obstacles and challenges that you've just been going through and coming out. And, you know, basically relieving the burdens. And now you're starting to see how all those lessons, if you will, or all that hardship that you went through, this represents like the hardship. All that hardship, instead of like hard work, it is hard work, right? To survive, to persevere through those hardships. And what it is now is all this hardships, you know, and now you're starting to see the beauty of those hardships, how it was meant for your personal growth, for your higher growth, stepping into your beauty, and so that you can gain that beauty in love, that reciprocity, that, you know, Lover's card. I was thinking of the Lover's card there, but anyways, that number 6, that reciprocity. All right, and then that's confirmed here by the 10 of water, which is having that abundance. You're receiving that abundance. So don't sell yourself short. Have faith, and you know you deserve that in love. And if you're in a relationship, Aries, then you're going to be surprised. You're going to get that in your relationship that you're in. It's going to grow to the next level where they're going to see that within you. Your partner is going to elevate to again, you're going to start seeing that support. You're going to gain that support in your relationship that you need. And that's kind of like that respect that we talked about. So here it is, pulling the angels, romance angels card. We got deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now, this is what you're just coming out of. The reason why it's coming through, because Aries, this is what the challenge that you're going through now, facing, stepping into. So this is what's still the energy that may still be affecting you in a way that's slowing you down in what we just finished talking about, having that faith to move forward in your life, in love, in career, okay? So in your passion. So don't let this slow you down. This is now, the mask is actually the mask. The mask is really the falsity in that this is what you feel, you may feel you deserve in life. No, you do not. And this was just to, again, raise you to a higher elevation in yourself. So that's coming out of that energy, okay? And so we're coming out of that energy. So this is interesting how this comes up next. Separation, a time apart from your partner. Now this is not just partner. This is just time apart from, you know, the people that, you know, have been part of this stage in your life of personal growth, through that perseverance, of those challenges, of those heartaches, of the pain. You just finished coming out of that deception. You just finished coming out of that, you know, deceit. Now, Spirit has your back. Justice is being served. And so you may feel like you may need to separate from certain people. You may need to separate. And it's just temporary. Because, you know, until you really feel good and you built your strength back up. You're coming into strength again. Coming into strength, into fruition of yourself. And again, I don't know why you're getting a lot of these cards kind of repeating themselves. Codependency, addictions, and affecting your romantic life. Again, that's just, again, those were the people that were relying on you to do everything, taking away from you. So I guess what I'm getting from these cards is maybe still look around, Aries. There still might be some connections that you may need to sever. There still might be some connections still around you that you may still need to close out, bring closure, and disconnect from, okay? And that's where this boldness and you know, and assuredness and confidence come in, is trust yourself. You know there's something that's not right in certain connection, and have the strength to cut them. That's kind of what I'm getting through those cards. And then I'm going to pull out one more card for you, because to move forward in life, you have to get rid of old things. And a card that next came out is pay attention to the red flags. And I got one more for you. Pay attention to the red flags. I believe Pisces got this, and I believe Scorpio might, no, maybe Sagittarius got this. And so now you're getting this. So pay attention to the red flags. Is that, again, for you, this is going to be slightly different than most people. This is already in retrospect of the relationships that you are already in and that you're closing out. So this is what's going to help. If you're not sure, like what relationship needs closure so you can move forward, if you're not sure, pay attention to the red flag. That's going to tell you there's going to be something off, and you're going to know that's the one. Because sometimes things may look good, right? Sometimes, and when we're in codependency, you know, when somebody's relying on us, sometimes we don't really see that that's what's happening. So pay attention to the red flags. Make sure you cut that. And I'm getting to is sometimes certain things in our cycles will kind of try to come with us as we're moving forward. So in this case for you, Aries, what I'm getting is also look at your cycles. When meeting new people, if you see like old patterns of relationships that were not healthy for you in somebody new, maybe a new person, but still same old patterns that are not healthy. So that's also what I'm getting for you stepping forward, because I'm getting for you the same energies moving forward. What we set the tone now is going to be set for a while. It's going to set the tone for like at least for the next year, coming into you know, March, especially after the 10th when we move out of Mercury retrograde. And because for you, I'm getting there's going to be, you know, the one is coming. And because this is a time for us to really start seeing, you know, truth. That Ace of Swords. Start seeing clarity. You had that clarity come out for you. And, you know, so really, I would take forth for you moving forward is these two cards for you, Aries. Is the King of Pentacles, who really knows who he is and what he needs. Really know what you need. And hang on and keep moving forward with this clarity, right? All the confusion cleared away, because it's starting to be clear, and really pay attention to the clear signs as well as, because that will also help you see the old signs that are not good for you. Because the next one is going to be, you know, the love of your life that's coming in. So it's like, it's not necessarily, you may not necessarily be engaged. Maybe some of you might be that path, but as long as you're clear, as long as you're getting what you need, as long as they're not old cycles, pay attention to the red flags, look for anything that you know, like, oh hey, this looks familiar. I remember this didn't turn out good for me. Okay, that kind of sign. And because the next one is going to be, you know, one that's going to be for the long haul, long term. And but keep working on yourself, Aries. Keep tuning in, and you're going to be really happy. A lot of abundance is coming in for you. You are heading, this is what you're stepping into. The 10 of Cups, 10 of Water, that fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, that happiness, and that's going to be the better card to close out for a love reading, especially what you've been through lately from what came through this reading. All right, Aries, love you lots. And thank you for joining me. I hope you were able to get something from this reading, and I was so happy that you joined me today. It was a pleasure to give you this message. So take care, Aries, and we'll see you next time. Lots of love and light. E aloha, ke ka'i'i, ke kahi. Love one another. Aloha, Leo. Welcome to Moana Anela's Divine Love Readings for the month of March 2020. Welcome, aloha. And I am Moana Anela, the Hawaiian Gypsy. So Leo, really cool things that are going on for you right now. I'm getting you feeling really excited. I'm also getting a little bit of nervousness for you, Leo. So we're going to clarify for your sign. And see what's going on here. So right away, bottom of the card, faith. Faith. So this is a card of 5. So change. You are really feeling the changes. You are actually both excited and you know, a bit nervous at the same time. So which is okay, and you're feeling okay with that energy. Just keep yourself centered. We got yellow. And also we got Ebb in here, which is assuring us of, you know, our own abundance coming, you know, our own rewards, our own blessings are coming, you know, from that, you know, basically, you know, what we're deserving. We're deserving that abundance because we created this moment, coming into a whole new era. And it's really important now, you know, how we take our first step forward coming into this new era, because of how we set the tone now will take us into at least the next year. I mean, nothing's going to be set in stone. However, it will have an impact of the energies that are coming in. So we want to step forward on the right foot. That lion assuredness, there is the word assuredness right there. Assuredness, boldness, and confidence, Leo, because you are beautiful. And have that faith in yourself. Have your faith, you are beautiful. Sometimes I think you may get you know, affected by your own power, which is kind of a great thing, right? It kind of keeps us in check. And that's the beautiful thing about you, Leo. You have a great heart, you know, that lion heart. And even though you know it's all good, you know you're stepping in, you're very confident, and you're assured that things are coming. Eve is also assuring us of that abundance. You know, you've been doing, you know, the good work all the way up until now, and you know, there's lots of blessing in abundance and all around, you know, especially in your love life. I'm getting your love life is going to be really great. It's going to be taken off really nicely, because you also have the confidence to not push things, let things happen. You have that great confidence about yourself, like the lion. You know, he sleeps like 22 hours out of 24 in the day, something like that, and that's because he knows that the world is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen all around him. And so not that faith you have. And I'm getting, you know, it's interesting, Leo, because I am getting, you know, not necessarily just religious factors, but I am getting like your own spiritual practices. That's what I'm getting. Maybe, you know, religion might be a factor, but more like spirituality, if it's through religion or if it's through, you know, esoteric teachings, or, you know, shamanism, or however you do that, Buddhism, however you see your own spirituality going, you're actually doing it the right way. And that's great, because you're gonna, that your love is going to follow suit. I'm really getting that where you see your spirituality is where you're going to find like your next partner to be, or your relationship, if you're in a relationship, growing into this beautiful spiritual relationship. If you're single, then you're going to see meeting, you know, the person that's equivalently, you know, has their faith in the same belief, or the same spirituality practices that you do, which is great. It's going to be a great sharing, Leo, and you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel this reciprocity coming on. That's what I feel for you right at the get-go here. So stepping into yourself, you're right at the center of the heart of the reading. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh, perfect. Just kind of what I've been feeling. You know, this passion. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, love is right in the bag there for you coming into March. Now, I've been telling everybody, and I really feel this, is that we're going to start seeing a new beginning, new energies really coming apparent after the Mercury retrograde, which is Mercury coming out of retrograde March 10th. So that's going to be a really great time. It's going to be a really loving time for you, really opening, that heartwarming. Again, I've been feeling that beautiful like fire, you know, that little flame turning into a beautiful log fire, if you will, that just, you know, kind of burns the whole night and keeps the whole house warm, keeps everybody warm. You're really going to have a lot of great impact, whether in love, as romantically, or in your family, and the friends around you, Leo. People are going to really feel your warmth, and people are going to feel good just to be around you. And that's going to help people open up their hearts as well. So you're going to have, you know, a lot of heart openings as well, especially, I think you're going to find, Leo, also, along with romantic, I also feel like you're going to find your relationships in general are going to start opening up. People are going to start opening up with you, and you're going to start finding connections. But what's really good, Leo, is you're going to find those connections that are really, you know, true connections. Like it's going to be a connection that is kind of like received and giving and receiving. That's what I'm getting for you, Leo. You're going to start seeing that. You're going to start feeling that. So that's really, really great. It's going to be equal understanding, equal rapport, equal give and take. You're going to really start feeling that in your relationships all around. And what's really nice is that also comes true forth with your love life, your romantic life. And, you know, like if you're in a relationship already, you're going to start seeing that in your partner. And this is beautiful. So crossing energies, contributing energies to your main energy is the Queen of Coins. And this is great. And this is all about having, you know, that faith in yourself, that faith in who you are, and that faith in love. Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles, she's got this, like, you know, this kind of third eye. Actually, that's more like her crown chakra, really like shining through, like that sun. Sun is also related to Leo energy. So I'm really getting like higher even than your third eye. You're really tapping into that spirituality. And this is where the faith, this overall energy for the whole reading for you, Leo, is this faith. And having that faith in every inch of your soul and spirit, every centimeters of your soul and spirit, and knowing who you are, knowing your practices, knowing your beliefs. And that's not necessarily religious beliefs, it's just belief in the world and how you perceive yourself to that world, your integrity, your loyalty, and everything, and nurturing all that. This is all about nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles, she knows how to take care of the household, and I feel for that, whether you're male or female watching this, it's just it's prevalent to both. So it's the energies, and it's like you really know, you know, how to nurture your household, take care of the household. And also it's really interesting, this is the first time I'm seeing this, Leo, that's important, is that it is actually good for you, as you take care of yourself. You know, you take care of the ones that are close to you, not everybody, but just the ones that are close to you, and that is actually feeding back into yourself. So I find that really, really important for you, Leo, which is really interesting, because the other signs were more really centered. Be sure to take care of yourself first, and then look after somebody else. You know, look after the energies of somebody else, but take care of yourself first. But in your case, I find that it's good for you to have that understanding and compassion to somebody as well as yourself. Of course, make sure you take care of yourself first. But I feel like you got that in the bag already, Leo. And that you're at a really good point where you can open up and start giving, you know, a little bit of that compassion. I'm sure you are already. But this is the confirmation that that's okay. If you find yourself, you know, giving a little bit more and like, oh, should I give it? I find that's okay in your case. And we had this Tower moment. This is like coming from the base of the energies, the lower self energy. And so what I'm getting from here is that I'm getting a lot of, like, you really took the bull by the horns. Excuse the pun. Sorry, where the Taurus is. This is Tower. This is Aries energy. But I'm really getting that with the Tower that came through in the recent past, that you really embraced it. You embraced it really well, and you were graceful going through it. And I'm not saying it was easy, and not saying it wasn't challenging, and I'm not saying it didn't shake your world. It certainly did. But you're able to embrace it and find a peace in that and moving forward. And I'm getting, this is why this is good. You know, that's still still, you still care for yourself first, but it's okay now to open up a little bit more. If you feel comfortable, you have to feel comfortable. And again, this is only for those who this resonates with, that it's okay for you to open up and, share your love, start giving, some of that love, some of that nurturing to somebody else, because it's going to give back to you right away. It's not like you're just giving. It's actually going to come back to you right away. And that's kind of what the first message I was getting that was coming out was about that reciprocity. You're going to start seeing that reciprocity all around you, in connections and relationships all around you, in friendships and family. You're going to start seeing that rapport and support. And that actually was a strong word for Aries as well, rapport and support. And I'm getting that's important for fire signs right now. Because sometimes fires can get out of control if they are not contained. If they don't have the proper support, they can just kind of get out of control and burn themselves out. So that proper support and rapport is very important for you guys. And I'm finding that, Leo, it's coming to you already. You're already receiving that. And especially in love. And that's why I find that, Leo, of all the signs, like, you're actually ready to step in love if you're single and you're looking for that romantic. Right. Leo, whoops. All right, so talking about the reciprocity and love, that give and take coming as you give, it comes back to you. And so you're in a real safe place to do that. And the strength card coming through for you is referring to more like opening up to that vulnerability. You're really strong, already strong in yourself and who you are, and that assuredness and boldness and confidence, and you have that really great. So this is more referring to that strength and opening up a bit of that vulnerability, because again, it's like really reciprocal, and the more you open up, the more it comes right back to you. And that's where the faith comes in. That's when the faith comes in. So the faith in who you are, and that confidence, and knowing that the universe has got your back, and what you give out will come back to you now. So having no worries, getting rid. Okay, Leo, so talking about opening yourself up, that's the strength going to be needed, just opening yourself up. And by opening yourself up, you're going to automatically be receiving, having that faith. Why do I keep putting that upside down? Having that faith in that, in your passion, in your strength, having faith in that deep inner self and inner knowing. You know what to do. And so the energies that are hidden coming through is the Queen of Swords. So again, is that inner knowing. That's the strength. You know yourself. You know the right thing to do. You have that discernment, and just having that faith, and you know that everything's going to be okay. So again, just having that assuredness, that confidence in being able to open yourself up a little bit, and open yourself up to a little bit of that vulnerability, and everything will work out perfectly. Coming through for the energies that you're kind of aware is exactly this Magician energy. It's the number 1. So it's that creation. So you know you have it. Again, you can create, you can make everything that you need to be able to create and make, coming into this whole new era in your life. And that's also within love. So open yourself up to that vulnerability, and you're going to see that's going to be the magic within you. That's your own magic within yourself, is having being able to allow that vulnerability to shine through, and that's a good place to be, because that's real confidence, that's real strength. Okay, so some clarifying cards from the Good Tarot that came through for you is the 7 of Earth. Again, so it's like what I'm getting here is more of that assessment of yourself, not reassessing, but the assessment of self. Now you have really gone through that assessment, You're stepping into this magician phase of your being. So because you know every aspect, you know everything that you have, your tools coming forward, what you have to offer, and that's going to be received. It's going to be, you know, reciprocal and equivalent to the love that you have to offer. And by opening that up and having that vulnerability, that's your next step. So you're already at the point where you have grown. You're complete. And so the next step is opening up, showing that up to others. So again, this Four Earth, Four Pentacles is, you know, holding on to that part of yourself that needs to be open to shine through. And then this Ace of Air, this new beginning, you know. So you are an excellent speaker. You are an excellent communicator, especially when it comes to communicating, you know, with others and connections. But now it's about communicating your heart, and sometimes you might have some complexity in that. Some exactly like I'm having trouble speaking. It's like you might have some so there might be some challenges there in like, you know, opening up that part of yourself, that soft spot in your heart, in your soul, opening that up to others, and then sharing that. So the Ace of Air is this new beginning. So now you can go, you know, to boldly go where no Leo has gone before in love. And just know you got it. You got it in the bag. Spirit has got you. And here's the Chariot moving forward. Cancer energy. So, you know, I'm getting like too in life and love, you know, maybe look if you have a friend that's a Cancer. Maybe your romantic partner might have Cancerian in their chart if they're not a Cancer. But, you know, you can learn from Cancer when it comes to love, and, you know, vice versa. You know, maybe the Cancerian is going to learn from you. So there's some like qualities, Cancerian qualities that may help you to pull up that strength to, you know, opening up that softer side of you in vulnerability, in love, in romance, and just really, really, really hang on to that faith. Really hang on to that faith. Hang on to that faith, because it's that faith that's going to be your strength, and knowing like, yes, I can open up. Everything's going to be okay, because not only is it going to be okay, but that's how I'm going to receive back, is by opening up. So it's a little bit different for you, Leo, than the other signs, where other signs need to really nurture for themselves. In your case, you really have everything, and that's your strength. That's your assuredness, is knowing, yes, I am filled with everything of my soul being. Everything is all connected, it's all together, it's all on the line, and now it's actually what's going to help me to move forward in my life, in love and romance, is by opening up and sharing, you know, a bit of that softer side, that vulnerability with another person. And that's what's going to help you to grow, especially Leos, if you are already in a relationship. That's what's going to help you to grow, is by sharing that softer side. If you've been in a relationship and you haven't really opened up that part of yourself, well, now's the time to do it. You're going to see, you're going to flourish. For those who are single, well, actually this card came out. So we're going to clarify the whole reading with some romance angels, and we're going to end there. And you got soulmate. So there it is. Yes, this is your soulmate, because you are going to be connecting with your soulmate, because of the fact, Leo, that you are now showing a part of your true whole being, and with that you are going to bring in your soulmate. Oh my goodness, this is serious for you. We got wedding. Well, wedding could just mean commitment, higher commitment. Could be a wedding for some of you. A wedding might be on a horizon. Engagement might be on a horizon. This situation involves marriage. So, but it's also like a coming together, a commitment, and that's only because you are tapping into that inner being, that vulnerable self, and you are you know, opening that up to your significant other, and especially in love. All right. So, and we're just going to end with this card. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that's a great way to end, because that's kind of like the message that's coming through, that it is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to open that vulnerable side of you. Thank you very much, Leo, for joining me for the month of March. That's your love reading for this month. And I'm really glad that I was able to share this with you. Hopefully something resonate. Hopefully you're able to take home something. And I really look forward to seeing you guys next month. Thank you very much, and have a great month of March. Aloha, K-K-E-E-K-K-E. Love one another. Thank you. See, there's that, like, having that difficulty in speech. Thank you, Leo, and love ya. Aloha. Love and light. Aloha, Sagittarius. Welcome to Moana Anela's Divine Love Readings. This is your particular love reading, particularly for your sign to Sagittarius. And of course, we know all the gifs, ins and outs, general read. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. If it does, that's awesome. And take what resonates and just don't take what doesn't. And awesome. All right, so Sagittarius, really awesome for you guys. I was really excited right away. I kind of woke up and I was like, felt like, wow, running a marathon, doing the general section of you fire signs. So I'm looking forward to getting into Sagittarius now. All right, Sagittarius. So what do we have for Sagittarius? Love and life, right? Large in life for Sagittarius. Coming into the month of March. All right, Sagittarius. All right, a lot of exciting things going on. And of the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Swords. Wow. So again, clarity, new beginning. We had the unexpected visitors. I'm really getting this really huge for you, Sagittarius, because that is 5 change, a lot of change. So a lot of unexpected things. One of the things that came out in the general reading was a lot of attraction towards you fire signs. Actually, all of you. And of course, Sagittarius, you usually have a lot of attraction to you, a lot of attention. But of course, it's going to be more than usual. And it's going to be kind of unusual as well. It's going to be like different. It's going to feel different, and you're going to have, you know, different things, but we got abundance, and it's going to be, you know, something really, really cool, something really great, something really different and unique that you haven't experienced before. And of course it makes sense because we're stepping into a whole new era. So really standing in yourself, and you guys kind of got this under the belt here: confidence, assuredness, and boldness. So again, the only key thing I can think of as an overall theme is don't question yourself. You already know. You already did the work. You already know. Now you're seeing, you know, what the work you were doing, what it was for. Before you were just doing, you know, maybe kind of like, riding the waves and just doing the work that's in front of you. I'm not sure what this is for, but this has to be done, or I feel to do it, and so I'm doing it. Now you're starting to see why. So that's exciting. So in love, Sagittarius, what do we have? Let's just pull out all the cards. We got the World. So fruition. So again, so completion. World is like the it's 21. There you have another 5. So 5. So of course, completion. So you really have completed the world. You have been around the world. And what is the movie? You've been around the world in 44 days. So you've really been around the world. And now you're here. So now it's like stepping into this whole new era into your life. It's going to be in love. And but now you're stepping into a really mature aspect of yourself. The Emperor. The Emperor. And what I want to say, Sagittarius, before we go on to the next card, is that for the overall Moonology card, we have your hard work is paying off, and that's a card of new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn, known for hard work, really hard work, and actually you probably worked harder than usual recently. And even though this was for yourself, and of course we have to grow ourselves first before we really get the benefits of a love partner, and that's what's happening. You really grew yourself, Sagittarius, so now it's like you're going to see the people that are meant to be in your life are going to be the ones. They're not going to be the karmic lessons. They're going to be the ones that are meant to be in your life. And this life partner is also, you're going to be elevating them. They're also going to be elevating you. So, because you're going to be working side by side, because this is also for a bigger, grander purpose. And so crossing energies, we have the moon. Interesting, that card is really coming out today. So again, the moon. So what I'm getting with the moon card a bit, Sagittarius, is a lot of fire, a lot of excitement, but I'm getting right off the bat is more of the moon nurturing energy. I'm not getting like anything hidden, I'm not getting negative anything for you fire signs at all. I'm really getting really good energies for you guys. And so what I'm getting with the moon again, so it's more of that kind of nurturing moon energy. So you may have to slow down, you know, just in tune with yourself, in tune. It's actually a good time. Sometimes fire signs can be, you know, a little bit in the head sometimes at times, and you did have, you know, in the general reading for all the sign, King of Air, and then you had the Emperor, which both can be in the mind, right? Both can be in the mind, and so we want to make sure we kind of every now and then make sure we get out of the mind and tap back into our nurturing selves, and you know, feel the moonlight, and of course, especially in romance. I think it's a good time for you to step back into your heart. Maybe it's been hard for a while. Maybe, you know, life and love has been tough for you fire signs for a while. You know, with just disconnecting, and, you know, we had the energy of Seven of Air. So maybe, you know, there's been a little bit of back talk or backstabbing or betrayal and things like that have happened, maybe in both intentionally and unintentionally. Sometimes, you know, we do something that kind of comes across as backstabbing, but we you know, we didn't mean to do it that way. So I'm getting kind of both energies in both realms. But now, like, I'm getting all that is gone now because you have risen above that. But so the moon is kind of, you know, an energy of saying, be sure to also stay balanced. Stay balanced. There's the sun and the moon. You know, all fire signs can represent the sun, especially Leo. Sagittarius, you shoot your arrow towards the stars. Sun is a star. So make sure you connect with the moon energy as well. Nurturing, romance. You can open your heart up again to love. And of course, it's all about nurturing yourself first. And then, you know, that, because right now fire signs, you guys, in a way you're spreading like fire, but it's that good fire. But fire, you know, it spreads, right? When a fire happens, that heat, you know, it goes out and warms everybody else. And that's what's going on with the fire signs right now. And this so includes you too, Sagittarius. You're warming everybody's heart up because you are warming your own heart up. And you're going to see, the light is going to shine upon everybody. Truth, you're not going to have to worry about anybody, you know, doing anything behind your back or sneaky or anything like that, because you know, you're shining that bright light upon everybody. So it's important to connect with the moon. Come back to your intuition a little bit and nurture yourself. You might find yourself getting a little caught up with the fire, so make sure you come back and slow down a little bit of water energy to balance the fire a little bit at times. So make sure you do that, and especially in love, we don't want to rush anything. You may have, because it's exciting, and then when we meet that person or persons, you may have a few people coming, because there are a few people coming at you. You may have to slow down, so to make sure you don't get, you know, excited and burn yourself out, especially in love. And you have the Lover's card. What? there it is. Sagittarius, Lover's card. So a lot of love, so much love. And that's why I think this moon card is important for you. Don't get caught up in the outside excitement. And we all do. But make sure you come back to center yourself. This is about standing alone. So you're going to meet the one that's going to be so empowering. You're going to meet the one. It's going to be so empowering. So you want to make sure that you come back. Like you also have to do you, right? You also have to make sure you're also standing alone. And what that means is you still have to be independent. Don't get caught up and allow that fire, you know, like Prometheus flame, allow somebody to steal a piece of that fire, you know, your fire, right? I hope that reference comes across properly. but meaning, like, make sure you stand in your independent self. Don't start giving your power away. And that's where that moon energy comes in. Stay, and it's because it's a good thing, and that's a thing. Even a good thing can, you know, ultimately maybe result in something not so healthy for us. So that's why we have to make sure we stay that balance. And then coming up with the divine higher self is the Page of Swords. A lot of sword energy. So again, so it just kind of came out through Pisces, and I think it's coming out through you, Sagittarius, is a little bit of discernment. And this is, so for you though, it's going to be, the discerning is going to be a little bit different than the message for Pisces. In your case, the discernment message is coming through as this balance. Know when you need to step back and pace yourself. There might be times where you may need to say, okay, this is great. Now I'm going to, you know, go and do that meditation time, that time alone. I need to replenish myself. I need to revive myself. So you may need, because it's going to be so much excitement. So of course, with high energy, we need to, you know, make sure we control the fire and you know, dim the light a little bit. So that's where the discernment is going to come in, is knowing when you need to dim that light a little bit and step back, time for yourself, and then just cool the fire a little bit. Very exciting. And then I'm not surprised. So hidden energies is the wheel. So again, it comes back to this card for me, for you, Sagittarius, is the 41 to 5 unexpected visitors. So the wheel, all about change. It's a 10. It's actually Sagittarius is actually also your card, your number 10. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I'm mixing up somebody's birthday, but I am getting, you know, the Sagittarian energy, change, and there's Jupiter right there. So change. Sorry, my mind is going at race because I'm reading the energy off this reading and it's just racing my mind, and I am sorry. Another confusion. But there's Sagittarius right there. The Jupiter. So change, expansion, hope, excitement. So this is why you have this moon card as your staple. So the moon, it may be good for you every now and then to look up at the moon. Maybe once every night, just look at the moon, remind yourself the cool, nurturing energy as well. Because this is coming. So there's more to come. More to come. More to come in love. More to come in life for you, Sagittarius. And it's all connected. So that's why Page of Swords. Page of Swords can also caution, make sure we step back and we also ground ourselves in the knowledge of when we are moving forward and learning. It's all about knowing what we're doing, learning what we need to learn to have the right knowledge for when we're moving forward, stepping into something new. I hope that makes sense. So the Page of Swords kind of also too is, again, you may need to slow yourself down before you make any great commitments, is make sure you know what you're stepping into. Because remember, the fire can get away on us. Even though it's all positive, even too much of a good thing is sometimes, you know, cannot be so positive for us. And then energies that we are seeing, and it's the 8 of Coins. And what I'm getting from that is, again, 8 of Coins represents that hard work. It also represents, again, I'm getting this new moon in Capricorn, moonology energy coming through for the reading. What I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, is this you know you've done the hard work, and Spirit wants you to know that your blessings, your hard work is paying off. And that's going to be also in love. You are also going to receive that respect that you've been kind of needing. And I mean that in a positive way. Sometimes I say, "You better respect me." Sometimes, I don't know, you know. Sometimes we got to think, you know. Anyways, I mean that in a positive sense. So like that real rapport. That real rapport, in a way we're going to get the support that we need to continue. So you may be seeing that, oh wow, this is exciting, but it still looks like it's going to be a lot of hard work. But what Spirit wants you to know is you're going to have the support you need to move forward in that hard work. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Okay, so I pulled some clarifying cards. I don't think I need them all, because really a lot of them speak for themselves. Clarifying cards for you, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Fire. So there's that unexpected visitors. You may be an unexpected visitor. So there's kind of travel ahead. But we don't know where this travel is yet. We don't know what the destination is yet. And Spirit doesn't want you to know. But I think that's why the Page of Swords is coming up. Is make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're prepared. Do your homework, because you still want to be connected. Coming into something new, we still want to make sure we're prepared. And we have the Star. There's that Star card. This is Aquarius. But I'm still getting, like, you know, Jupiter energy, that hope, that expansion, things moving forward. And of course, Star is also like the Sun, right? And there's love. That's the Lover's card. She's hugging the Leo. So there's you really loving yourself. Such a Sagittarian trait, which is awesome. It's awesome because you do it so well and you do it positively. But what I love about Sagittarius is they love themselves, but it never comes across arrogantly. It comes across like, wow, what a beautiful person, because they love themselves. But you know what? I feel that love, and you're not afraid to share that love as well. That's that warmth from that fire, right? So, and again, it's 6. So this is also the Lover's card. So again, a higher. That's also the unexpected thing, is you're gonna come into a romantic or love relationship, whether it's a partnership with a business. It's not going to be a normal business partnership. It's going to be something that's, you know, in your passion, what you're here to do, your mission, who you are aligned with the divine, what you're here to do. And also, if it's romantic, and this is the love reading, so I would point to the romance, is you are going to see yourself coming into a relationship, or your relationship coming into a fruition to an aspect that you've never seen before, that it's a higher level relationship. And that's also going to be part of the unexpected surprise. And then we have King of Fire. Again, King of Fire. So, I don't know. To me, that just says, well, it says all fire signs, but Sagittarius, it came out in your reading. See if it comes out in the other two. But King of Fire, that's you. And look at the heart. See, and that's kind of what I was talking about. You know, your love being so great that you're uplifting everybody. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't have to be hard work. You don't have to work. You don't have to try to do it. Don't try. That's also a message coming for you, Sagittarius. Sometimes you be caught up in a little bit of the romance. But Spirit is saying, your heart is there. That's all you have to be, is connect with your heart. Connect with your heart. The passion, the fire in the heart. Right? And that's also the balance of the moon energy. Right? The heart can be that of emotions as well. But that emotions and passion, when you connect that, you're connecting that. And when you connect spirit, you see the halo of the sun. Connect with the divine creator as well. In Egypt, he is Ra. Right? And then when you're connected with all that, Sagittarius, you are going to be at your supreme self. And everybody's going to feel that naturally. That warmth is just going to expand. And it's just going to... so what I want to say is it's going to expand, kind of like Jupiter. And that's, everybody's going to feel that. It's going to expand, and people around you are going to feel that, and they're going to raise up. So we're going to kind of quickly end your reading with a couple of the Romance Angel cards. And you got that Ace of Swords of the overall energy, Sagittarius. So no truth. Remember, stay a bit in your truth and who you are. Okay. and don't let don't let the excitement. Sorry, yeah, the passion. Don't let your passion get caught up with the excitement. Okay, that's all external. Something's external. Okay, and that's your discernment, is to know when you need to, you know, calm that fire down. Sometimes you may need to do something to take that fire down. And it's going to take a little bit of your doing and your knowing when to do that, because you may need to say, okay, I just need some time out now. I need to go and meditate. I need some time to myself, walk in nature, whatever it is you need. Okay, romance angel cards coming out. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so that nothing major, but because we're also talking about love, a lot of passion, there's a lot of fire here. It's just a confirmation to what I was saying. So basically a confirmation to what I was saying about that discernment of knowing when you may need to take a step back and turn that flame down a little bit, turn the heat down a little bit. So you will, it may take, it's gonna, sorry, not it may, but it will take a little effort on your part to turn that flame down. You're going to have to do it because people are following you. So that's kind of the red flags for you Sagittarius to pay attention to, because that goes into your love life as well, right? If we get caught up too much in the passion, the excitement of the romance that's happening, because the reason why, Sagittarius, is because it's going to be very strong. There's going to be a strong connection. There's going to be, you know, strong energy. So that's why, you know, remember the moon. Take a look at the moon, and you may need that cooling and nurturing energy. And people are gonna demand a lot from you as well, Sagittarius, because your fire feels so good, that warmth, right? Oh, it feels so good. People are gonna demand a lot from you. So that's another kind of red flag you need. Okay, that discernment. When am I giving too much? You're gonna have to like take a step back. Okay, and then we got this really interesting past life relationship. You have known each other before, so that's kind of like the the relationship I'm talking about. Is that this person you're going to meet? For those who are single, this is going to be, you're going to feel like you know them. It just connect, and that's kind of actually what I was just saying. The connection's going to be so strong you're going to feel it, but this is a past life person for a reason, coming back into your life, this life for a reason, because of this purpose you both have you're here to do, to accomplish. And then of course there's that passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So remember, when things start getting a little too heated and stuff, if you're feeling like that seriousness coming on, remember to have joy. Well, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Wow, that was a really exciting reading. I really enjoyed that. Ooh, I got excited. Oh, my goodness. Woo! I got to go now and put the fan on. And it's middle winter here. Okay, aloha, Sagittarius. Love you. E aloha keikahi, I keikahi. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope some of it resonate for you. Have a great month of March. And we'll see you next time. Aloha.